Hey y'all. So we are going to be taking a look at Litha into Llamas season, July and August ahead. So with Litha, right, we're coming out of summer solstice on June 21st, and we are sitting within the watery well of our own emotional cores during this time. This is very much about self-reflection, right? If you think about it, in the northern hemisphere, we are in a time of Litha, which is very watery and really sitting with our emotions. But then at our counterpoint in the wheel of the year, those in the southern hemisphere are at the time of Yule, aka Christmas time, which is also a time of reflection, just through a different lens. So and no matter where you are in the world, whether it's northern hemisphere, southern hemisphere, Litha is very much about really sitting with how you feel from a place of reflection and non-resistance, being willing to sit with whatever arises from a place of stillness. It's really about the emotions, the emotional core, without necessarily taking any steps or trying to figure out how to fix anything or alter anything or how to shift one emotion from, one thing to another. It's really just about acceptance of the emotions as they currently are and really sitting with those. Sometimes doing so can lead to questions, right? Not necessarily questions that lead to answers either. Sometimes it's just sitting with our emotions and having questions, which then spawn other questions, which then spawn other questions. But it's a really beautiful opportunity to really live in those questions and consider the aspects within us that are emotionally charged from a place of curiosity and non-judgment. So that's July. Then we move into Llamas in August, which is a time of getting ready to reap that harvest, honey, for Mabon that comes in September, right? It's August. We're at the height of the summer season here in the Northern Hemisphere. It's very warm. We're kind of, winding down the end of summer. And a way it becomes more intense heat-wise, but we're kind of, taking a look out to autumn going, okay, well, the harvest is coming, so let's just slow our roll a bit and just really be grateful for what we have, where we've been, our experiences up until this point, until we go into the autumnal equinox in the following month, which begins our wind down towards the end of the year, right? And remember, this is around the time where we're getting ready and gearing up for the days to begin to shorten in length in a really noticeable way. So it's interesting around that time of equinox and going into the autumn time that in August, it's sort of like one last abundant hurrah, where we're going, yes, like this is wonderful. This is where there's plenty of fruit, there's plenty of veg, there's plenty of food. Everything is in abundance. We even have an abundance of time. This is usually when we have time from work off. School is usually not in session. It's a time where we can really sit down and really appreciate taking things a little bit more slowly, and also, sharing that joy, sharing the sun, being at, its height in the sky and giving us warmth from a place of excitement and joy. Because it's an exciting point as well, because when we are just before the autumnal equinox, we are coming up to the harvest and the holiday season and going back to school and all of those things. It's an exciting time because that's also, a time of year where we have a lot of holidays, and there's an aspect of like, okay, it's like a fresh new start within a fresh new start, right? We're ending the summer, we're going back to work or back to school, and then we're going in through a time which leads to Samhain, and if you're in America, Thanksgiving, and Yule/Christmas, and New Year's resolutions, and the New Year, and all of these things. So it's kind of like let's just relax and really enjoy being where we are as much as we possibly can before the rest of the year unfolds and we're back into the groove of a lot going on. So July and August, this is really such a beautiful, very special time period where we are not just asked, but encouraged to really move a little bit more slowly and be exactly where we are from a place of pleasure, right? in the Southern Hemisphere, with that Yule energy, we're asked to move more slowly, but from a place of introspection, right? But this is really about pleasure, really enjoying being outside, feeling the heat, enjoying the downtime, and enjoying the time before things really rev up and it feels like a bit of a speeding train into the end of the year, and then we're into a whole new year. So it's kind of like, okay, I'm really going to enjoy this time because I know what's coming. There's a lot to be excited for, a lot of holidays coming up, but the food is plentiful right now. The harvest is going to be coming in, and I really can take this time to just enjoy, sit with my emotions as they are from a place of curiosity and non-judgment, and just soak in the sun and the energy and the stillness. It's kind of those, lazy, languid days of summer energy around July and August. So it's such a treat. It's such a beautiful time period to be within. And with that being said, I'm wishing you all such a beautiful Litha and Llamas. I really love doing this series, relatively new series, where we're looking at 2 months ahead within the context of the wheel of the year, because if we can be aware of what nature is doing, of the cycles of nature within a wheel of the year context, then that empowers us to really work with that given energy and get more out of it. As a result, just like they did, pre-industrial revolution, when we align ourselves to nature's cycles, we have a more fully embodied and enriched and empowered experience. And I'm really excited to keep sharing that with you guys. So with that being said, let's go ahead and take a look at this Litha and Llamas. Hey Pisceans, let's go ahead and see what your animal energy is for this upcoming July and August Litha into Llamas season. I will say, I in your meditation, I saw the image of a frozen spider web, but it wasn't an actual spider web that had frozen. It was like ice that had taken like a spider web shape, right? And then I saw Hedda Gabler, the character of Hedda Gabler from Henrik Ibsen's Dollhouse. It's a very random reference, but I saw Hedda Gabler come and break off a piece of the spider web and then throw it with such force. And I saw her hit a mark of something that she had wanted for a really long time, and it being hers finally. I want to say, it feels like there are steps that you have made or a foundation that you have laid previous to this time period that is about to pay off for you. I feel that very strongly. I want to say about Hedda Gabler, she was working within a system where she felt constrained and suffocated in the play. And then she found a way, I won't ruin it if you want to check it out. It's a bit grim, but she found her own way of freeing herself from that situation that had constricted her. But I feel like for you guys, there's a sense of, it's that moment, it's that freedom moment, it's that moment where something clicks and something returns to you or comes to fruition, that spider web is about connection points and the webs that we weave and how each choice and decision we make reverberates within the collective web. I feel like the foundation, the groundwork, previously existing contact or network relationship or plan is coming into fruition. It's like something lines up for you and you're able to just boom, hit the target. It's brilliant. But I feel like something is manifesting for you during the season that feels like something you've either been working on for a long time or have wanted for a long time. It's absolutely brilliant. Oh my gosh. Y'all, Octopus, how did you just get 9 of Cups here with the wish fulfillment key? And it's water. You guys are Pisceans as water signs. We are going from Cancerian season here, right? Into Leo season. This is really fabulous. So what's interesting about the octopus energy is that it's 9 of Cups, it's wish fulfillment. We're talking about you manifesting something. But there's also an aspect of the 7 of Cups that comes into play with the octopus, which is about dreams deferred, or a lot, optionality, a lot of choices, analysis paralysis, overwhelm. But what I'm really drawn to with this is the dream deferred aspect of this as it relates to bridging over into the 9 of Cups and you receiving something that you've been either waiting for, hoping for, or working towards in some way. This is really exciting, Pisces. I love it when it feels this way. Why can't every reading feel this way? It feels really, really nice. Boom with that. Wow. Wow. Oh my gosh. Y'all. It just keeps getting better and better. 7 of Forces, balance. So this is brilliant, but I got to tell you, you see these scales in this law office here? Everything is coming into balance in terms of how things are meant to be. 7 of Forces, there's an aspect of the 7 of Wands with this that says that you've been working towards something that is coming into fruition. You have faced those obstacles that have come within your path valiantly and with that fighting spirit, and everything is coming back to you that you put out into the universe. The balance is you receiving back what you laid the foundation for. I am so here for this. And then the element of justice that's inherent with this as well says that, like, it's that key of like legal matters or contracts or fair and just decisions. You are getting yours. I am so here for it. My God, it's like you're getting a settlement from the universe of something that you deserve. That is really exciting. Oh my Lord. Y'all, 5 of Forces. So this is, look at this. This is summer into winter. What's really fascinating about this, or, you know, winter into summer, if you flip it, if you're in the Southern Hemisphere, but summer into winter. So we're talking about the summertime, right? And I love that this is coming up for this way directly in your reading. We're talking about the summertime, then you get the summertime here. This is going to be a very blessed time period for you. And then the winter. Do you remember in the meditation how I saw that cobweb or spider web rather made of ice, and then breaking off a piece of that ice and then hitting the mark? I feel like this is a direct comment. It's just the universe saying, yes, that is it. It's so beautiful. But I feel like there's something also that again, there's this element of something that you put in work towards or been hoping for a long time that has been, in other words, kept on ice, is literally coming under the heat of the sun and manifesting. It's revealing itself. Pisces. And I feel like you've worked for it too, because 5 of Forces is, you know, 5 of Wands energy in a way as well. So it's something that you really deserve, which is always nice. Oh my gosh. Living for this reading. 3 of Scrolls, setting your course. Look at this rainbow. Okay, let's talk. 3 of Scrolls, setting your course. It's a bright, sunny day on a boat at sea. This is a watery season, right? Litha into Llamas. This is a watery season. The overall season or energy for this season is Ace of Cups, right? It's a watery, deep feeling time. Setting your course is very much about really with enthusiasm, finally, like the sky clears and you're able to see ahead. That this boat has been on a stormy sea and visibility was not clear. Visibility was impaired, right? And then finally the clouds part, the rainbow comes out because the rain has stopped. And it's like, whoa, high visibility. Suddenly, the path reveals itself. There is something that is coming to you that you've earned, that you have worked for, that you have set a previous foundation for, that is coming to fruition and revealing itself. And it is directly related to wish fulfillment and a 10 of Cups reality, because that's what the rainbow represents, which is happy home and family and deep emotional fulfillment. This is going to set your course in your path for where you're going now. This is like next level, Pisces. Whew, I'm here for it. All right, let's get some advice. Let's see what's going on for Pisces. Advice for Pisces. Stop! Stop! Pisces! I just got shivers all over my body. 10 of Cups is your advice. Did I literally not just say 10? This is getting the golden star reading this round. Did I not just say 10 of Cups energy with the rainbow? And then your energy is the 10 of Cups. Stop, step, and repeat. I literally am living for this reading. It's not always like this, guys. But this is so beautiful for you. 9 of Cups, wish fulfillment. 10 of Cups is your advice. Now, when 10 of Cups is your advice, it's such a beautiful moment, because it's the universe saying, just receive all of the happiness that is yours. Just all you have to do is be home when the doorbell rings. That's all it is. How brilliant is that? I love that this is aligning you for a long-term path ahead as well. This isn't just like a bloop moment in time. This is really something coming. This is like, let me just give you some examples of this kind of level of energy. This is getting engaged. This is getting married. This is having, children after trying for a long time. This is about getting a big break on a job that was someone that you met like 3 years ago, and then finally they come back around and say, okay, I have this opportunity for you. I remembered you. This is something coming through an illegal decision that you've been waiting for, and then it finally comes and you're free. This is like a diagnosis going your way, and suddenly that family member you've been worried about is fully cleared. Like it's that level of happenstance and like emotional fulfillment. And the fact that your advice is just to be home to receive it is beautiful. I also like that it's giving you a nod. You guys are related to the moon, of course, and the tarot, and then you have the moon here, which is really, really beautiful. I just got to say it again because it's so important. You've really earned this. I'm also really drawn to the fact that there's so many pairs here. It's like a Noah's Ark moment. We have like the ship here, but also with all of these pairs, see there's 2 of a kind. Can you see these? 2 of a kind. And what's interesting about this is that I'm really drawn to the fact that there are 2 of a kind and pairs. And 10 of Cups traditionally is that image of that couple standing underneath that rainbow with the house in the distance with the 3 kids playing. I think this bodes very well for a family unit, or if you've been wanting a family, thinking about a family, wanting to align with the path of family life, or your own family that you already have. It's going to be a very blessed time for the emotional relationships and attachments and potentials in your life. And it just feels so good. I also feel like it has to do something to do with your monetary or your physical success as well, with balance, because this is a very physical key, right? It's beautiful. Let's get an oracle. Let's bring it on home with an oracle, don't we, though? Let's do it. Wow, Pisces. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, I just got I just got butterflies. I just got shivvies, but look at this. Adventure! Yes, it is a corseted woman riding on a butterfly in Paris, because what else is there? What's really interesting about this, and that I'm really drawn to, is the fact that you can't see it, but this is like a vintage postcard, and it says 5 October. So it's October 5th, obviously in the autumn. And I feel like that there's something in that for you, where this summer, what happens over the next, couple of months for you is going to lead you into the autumn in some given way, because this is also kind of an autumnal feeling. Key as well, and we're talking about summer and winter. Another aspect of this is what's in between summer and winter. Autumn. There's something about the autumn time that's coming through for you. It feels very positive. I feel like whatever this is, setting your course right into the autumn time. And it feels really, really positive. And also adventure is just about that freedom, excitement, right? Also, I want to point out, this is Paris. What is Paris known as? The most romantic city in the world. Whether you agree with that or not, neither here nor there. It has that reputation as the city of love. Interesting. Also, riding a butterfly. We were talking about this is something that has been coming to you for some time. This is the butterfly. It has to go from the egg to the caterpillar to the chrysalis to be the butterfly. So this is something that has been a long time coming. Whether you're cognizant of it or not is another thing. But wish fulfillment, a dream deferred. I feel like this has to do with something that you really desire from your soul's core. And that is really stunning and beautiful. Yes. So Pisces, I'm so here for this for you. I'm sending you so much love and blessings, like you need it, but I'll give it to you anyway. I so hope that this helps and resonates. If so, please let me know in the comments below, because I absolutely love reading your comments. Please like, share, and subscribe. I would so appreciate that. And with that being said, just thank you. Thank you so, so much, Pisces, for being here. And most of all, and as always, thank you for being you. And be well. Until next time.